Good morning, everyone. Before getting to start my speech, I want to talk about our language and letters. Most of countries have their own letters and language. Japanese use kana, Canadian use alphabet, and I think Spanish also have their own letters. French, German, Portuguese, everywhere they have their own letters. Of course, Korean have our own letters. But do you know who invented kana or alphabet? But I know who invented our own letter. Uh, Today I'm gonna talk about my hero. The man who invented our own letter is the man who I really admire. Oh. He is Sejong the Great. Today I'm gonna talk about his life and then the achievement of his life. And third, I will talk about the reason why I admire him. First, his life. His name is Sejong the Great. Usually we call our king just King Sejong, King something, but we really respect him, so we put the great. We gave some special name for him. And he was born in 1397 and he died 1450. And he was the first king of the Joseon dynasty. Joseon dynasty is the specific period, the name of the specific period in the past. And he had many siblings, and usually the eldest son should be the next king, but the third king, the father of Sejong, he knew Sejong is really clever, so he chose Sejong as next king. Achievement. He was really clever king. So first, he was really interested in science. So he invented solar clock and water clock. And this is the solar clock. It uses solar and the shadow is quite accurate still now. And then second, he is really good at music too. So before he invented our own score, we couldn't record our own song, but after his invention, we can record our song. But I think the greatest job of his life is invention of Korean letters. This is our own letter. We call it Hangul. Before invention of Hangul, we need to memorize every Chinese character. Is more than 2,000. But so it's really hard to memorize for poor people because they are really hard because of work. So they didn't know how to read. They didn't know how to write down the letter. But Hangul has 14 consonants and 10 vowels, only 14 and 10. But depending on the combination, you can express every sound in the word. So I think Hangul is really scientific word. A scientific word. Then I want to talk about the behind story of invention of Hangul. One day he visited poor country and he saw many corpses and crying people. So he asked people, then why are you crying? Then they answered, they didn't know how to read the sign. So they didn't know this is the place of the plague of the spot of plague. So they lost their family and friends. So they are very sad because they didn't know how to read, how to write. So because of that reason, Sejong felt deep sorrow. And then he decided to invent our own letter, like easy letter for his people. And finally, he completed his job. But after his invention, he lost his eyesight because it's too stressful job. I think if he didn't love his people, he couldn't complete his job. I think this is the spirit of true love. And if someone who wants to be a leader, they have to follow his spirit. I'm told you about his life and his achievement. And thirdly, I talk about some behind story about his life. You know, my major is language, so I really admire him because it's really hard job to invent letters, but he do it by himself. So I wanna follow his example. So I wanna teach some Korean letter to someone who really wants to learn. So if you're interested in our letter, please contact me. Thank you.